A lot of folks will tell you that younger women prefer older men, and that's true to an extent, but here's the catch. Just because there's an attraction doesn't mean everything older men do is automatically appealing. In fact, men in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s often make certain mistakes that actually turn younger women off. These are habits that might seem harmless or even flattering at first, but they quickly show a lack of self-awareness or genuine connection, whether it's how you act, how you talk, or even how you present yourself. These are the things that can make or break a connection with younger women. In today's video, we're going to dive into the 7 unattractive habits that many older men unknowingly fall into, and I'll give you some advice on how to avoid them, so you can make a better impression and build a genuine connection with younger women. Stick around, because these are the little things that can make a big difference. First, mistake insecurity about age one thing. Younger women dislike is when older men show insecurity about their age. It's not the number that bothers them, but how the man reacts to it. For example, constantly bringing up how old you are, making jokes about being too old for this, or even panicking when the topic of age comes up can be a turn-off. What younger women really want is confidence. If you seem embarrassed or defensive about your age, it makes the whole interaction feel awkward instead of worrying about the age. Focus on what you bring to the table, your experience, stability and emotional maturity, which are often qualities they appreciate. If the age question does come up, handle it with calmness and even a little humour. Say something like, "I like to think I've aged like fine wine," and move on without overthinking it. Confidence and ease make a bigger impression than the number itself, so don't let insecurity about age overshadow the connection. You're building second mistake. Bragging about wealth or status. Bragging about wealth or status is something younger women find very unattractive in older men. It might seem like mentioning your money, car, or career achievements will impress her, but it often has the opposite effect. Younger women can usually tell when someone is trying too hard to show off, and it can come across as insecure or even disrespectful, as if you think money is the only way to gain her attention. What young women often look for in older men is confidence, kindness, and emotional maturity. Not flashy displays of wealth. Instead of bragging, focus on being genuine and showing interest in who she is as a person. If your success naturally comes up in conversation, share it humbly without making it the center of attention. For example, instead of saying, "I make a lot of money," talk about what you enjoy about your work or the goals you've achieved without sounding boastful. Or authenticity is much more attractive than trying to impress her with material things. Let her see the real you, not what you think she'll be dazzled by. Third mistake, over glorifying her. Don't make her feel like she's the center of your universe. She's already living her own life. Over glorifying a younger woman is when an older man puts her on a pedestal and acts like she can do no wrong. This might seem flattering at first, but it can quickly become uncomfortable for her. When you treat her like she's perfect, or constantly praise her to the point of exaggeration, it can make her feel trapped in a version of herself. She doesn't want younger women, just like anyone else, want to be seen for who they really are, not as an idealized image. They also don't want to feel pressured to live up to an unrealistic standard instead of over-glorifying her. Try appreciating her for her real qualities, the things that make her unique and interesting. Compliment her genuinely, but don't lay it on too thick. Let her know you admire her, but also treat her like an equal, someone you can connect with on a deeper level. Balance is key. Show interest, but don't act like she's the only thing that matters. Fourth mistake, trying too hard to seem young. Younger women really dislike it when older men try too hard to seem young, and it's something that can be spotted a mile away, whether it's dressing and clothes that don't suit their age, using slang that feels forced, or pretending to like trends just to fit in. It often comes across as unnatural and even cringeworthy. What younger women appreciate in older men is their maturity and authenticity. If you're constantly trying to prove you're still young, it can feel like you're not comfortable with who you really are, instead of trying to blend in with a younger crowd. Focus on owning your age and showing confidence in yourself. Dress well in a way that reflects your personality. Not the latest teen fashion, be yourself in conversations, instead of forced jokes or references to things you don't genuinely care about. Younger women are often attracted to older men because of their confidence, stability, and life experience, qualities they don't typically find in guys their own age. So the best way to connect with a younger woman is to embrace who you are and let that shine, rather than trying to act like someone you're not. Fifth mistake, acting like a nit or picture this. You're having a conversation with a younger woman, and every time she shares her thoughts, you quickly correct her or jump in with your better version of things. This kind of know-it-all behaviour is something younger women really dislike in older men. It can come across as condescending, as if you don't respect her intelligence or opinions. Younger women value conversations where they feel heard and treated as equals, not as students in a lecture. Acting like you always have the right answer can make her feel small, and it creates a power imbalance that's far from attractive. Instead, focus on listening and engaging in the conversation as an equal. Even if you have more experience, don't use it to overshadow her ideas. Ask questions, show genuine curiosity about her perspective, and share your thoughts without making it seem like your way is the only way. Confidence doesn't mean dominating the conversation. It means respecting and valuing her voice, which will leave a far better impression. Sixth mistake over polite behaviour. Being too polite can sometimes come off as insincere or stiff. Nobody wants to feel like they're talking to a robot. Younger women often find overly polite behaviour from older men uncomfortable because it can seem like you're trying too hard to impress or don't feel at ease around them. While being respectful is important, excessive politeness, like constantly saying please and thank you for every little thing or treating her like she's a delicate flower, can make things feel formal and distant. What younger women really appreciate is someone who feels natural and relaxed in their company. Instead of overdoing the politeness, focus on being yourself. Treat her with kindness, but don't overthink your actions or words. Be genuine in your interactions. Laugh when appropriate, and show real interest in her as a person, not just as someone you need to impress. Politeness should come from a place of comfort and respect, not from trying to follow a script. Let your personality shine through without holding back too much. Seventh mistake, neglecting personal grooming. Yeah, this one is extremely important. Nothing says I'm not trying like neglecting your personal grooming, and younger women definitely notice when older men don't take care of their appearance. It can come across as lazy or like they're not putting in the effort to look good themselves or others. This includes things like not grooming facial hair, wearing wrinkled clothes, or neglecting basic hygiene. Younger women want someone who cares about how they present themselves, as it shows respect for both their own well-being and for the people around them. It's not about being overly fancy or looking like a model. It's about looking clean, put together, and confident. So take some time to groom yourself. Trim your beard, wear clothes that fit well, and make sure you're clean and fresh. You don't need to be perfect, but showing that you care about how you look will make you feel more confident and help make a better impression. Small efforts go a long way, and it shows you value yourself and the time spent with her. All right, guys, if you recognize any of these behaviors in yourself, don't worry, it's never too late to make a change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment with your thoughts or any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.